Welcome to the Non-Mean Show, where interviews is captivating and conversations is uplifting.
We also talk about the economy, the community, and self-wellness.
So catch us outside, tapping in with the community and creating adventures.
And we can't forget about the art and the community paintings. Listen, I don't know about you, but I like being healthy too. Plant Talk is coming to you. Know what I mean?
Welcome to the Non-Mean Show. I'm No Face Rel,
And I'm Shooty Artist.
and welcome to the Non-Mean Show. What's going on, bro?
Listen, it's another wonderful day. It's another wonderful week. Recently, I was out at the Troy's Farmers Market,
Oh yeah?
and I was promoting this new tea cider. Are you a fan of ciders?
Yeah, I like apple cider. I'm definitely a fan of my apple cider.
Okay, this cider was called Purple Papaya Berry Cider. You know, so if you know anything about it, go tap in, look it up. And this is sparkling cider. So what you been getting into?
So I've been basically planning for this week, heading down to the city in Manhattan and gonna go check out SOBs. They got a live event that's going on called Trap Karaoke. It's a live event where the audience is actually the people who participate with the entire show. So they're gonna have different people on the stage. So
Okay.
looking forward to going out there, tapping in with the people, and just spreading the entire show. So that's definitely something dope to look out for.
So do they like randomly just grab people to be part of the show?
So going into the show, you gotta submit your name and put it into like a hat, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
And with that, they basically, they just gonna be picking from the hat, and people gonna be able to go and participate and be able to choose one of their songs. And what I seen with the past events, they had Los Angeles, Atlanta,
Okay.
they had Philly.
That's fire.
So all these events were sold out. So we talking about they have different venues that they have for this place. So
That's gonna be amazing.
so we're looking like a real crowd event. You feel me? So
yeah, something to look forward to.
something cool to look out for. But yeah, getting into the topics, we want to freshen it up and give something to the people. And one of my questions is, what's the stigma of the reason why people don't want to get in relationships nowadays?
Relationships.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I feel like it's a normal thing for people not to want to engage into a relationship or date or even just want to talk with anybody. They rather just stay single, be themselves, and focus on what's best for them, kind of, and what's the stigmas that's kind of blocking that?
I mean, I think one of the biggest stigmas is insecurity. I think we've spent far too much time on social media to where we let the opinions of the small few that's going through these crazy situations affect our perceptions of
True.
it. Like sometimes I catch myself, I'm like, nah, based off my relationships and what I've had, I've never dealt with this kind of buffoonery,
Yeah.
So people be insecure in themselves. They feel like, oh, I gotta compare myself to this model or this person. Like, no, it's someone who loves you just the way you are.
That's true. Now, like, going deeper into it, like, what's like one of the things that would stop you from like ghosting a girl? Like, what would be one of the reasons why you would ghost a girl? Or is that something in your repertoire that you do?
I mean, nobody likes being ghosted. It's not fun. It's not okay. It messes with you mentally. And I've been ghosted before, and I've done the ghosting before, and the reasons why, I mean, sometimes after spending so much time together, you realize this person not it, or just be like that one time, you're like, yeah.
But for me specifically, it's trauma, When I see something from a potential person that I'm dating or want to possibly get in a relationship with, And once I see that one flaw that I dealt with in my past, and that's like that red flag, that's where it's kind of like, you know what? I'm not going to really keep pursuing this. And then if it's a situation where it's like, it's a current thing that keeps going on, it's like, all right, so this is what I'm going to have to deal with. So it's like, that automatically made me shut down and ghost the females. So
I don't blame you on that. You know, after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 too many times, I'm tired of dealing with the BS. You know, you getting ghosted, Team Casper. You know, hey, listen, if you feel like I ain't make the cut XYZ, hey, ghost me, Team Casper. You know, hey, listen, I'd rather you ghost me than we have this uncomfortable, awkward conversation about why we feel like we not worth each other's full, undevoted action. Listen, hey, go do you, you know? And most of the time, when ghosting happens, it's probably somebody else in the picture. You feel me? They don't got no time for you, no more. You feel me? So they gonna ghost again.
Now, looking into the social media aspect you was talking about, people see things on the Instagram or social media and whatnot, and that's what they expect their relationship to, and that's what they kind of ideally want to have their relationship be like. And it's like the way things look with celebrities and all that stuff be like, it's not real, you know. And like for people kind of want to fantasize and base their life around that, I find that being a stigma in today's, because it's like, oh, you're not dressed in a certain way or your image not a certain way. It's like, I can't even talk to you. I can't. But meanwhile, we could have so much in common with each other, but you let this, you know, this whole image thing, you mess that up. And, you know, I know another thing is rejection, you know, fear of rejection. People feel like they don't want to go all the way pretty much, and, you know, and put that effort in just from that rejection or dealing with certain people like that. But yeah, you know, I feel like those are some stigmas about that stopping relationships and dating in this crazy world right now.
But my main take on the stigmas, like you said, with the social media, relationship goals is real, but y'all gotta really sit down and plan the goals. People be wanting already finished products. I understand. We don't want to spend and waste our energy and time working on somebody's potential. We want to see what you're doing now to work on this goal or plan that you got. You feel me? And a lot of us been traumatized from that, putting our all into somebody and they still ain't realize it. You're like, oh my God, I'm good. I'm good on that, you know? But yeah, relationship goals, plan it out. Actually sit down and talk about what y'all want out of this relationship. Y'all just want to have fun, just have fun. Y'all trying to go on these trips and take vacations. Guess what? Y'all need money. Mm-hmm. Y'all need to sit down and financialize and do something, you know, get a product, something, you know? But trips not free unless you're working for the airlines. You an influencer for them.
Yeah, pretty much my take on that is, you know, don't base your life or relationship what you see on social media. But yeah, we seeing some crazy news that hit me. Seeing that the mayor of New York City, Eric Adams, he's been indicted, you know, on, you know, some corruption and bribery, fraud.
Bribery?
Regards to his campaign, and seeing that he was doing some dealings with the Turkish Airlines, and he got him.
He was doing dealings with the
So prior to his campaign, he pretty much bribed them and you know, and gave them a blueprint of what he could give them and what he could offer them if he was to be the mayor.
Wow.
And they helped fund his campaign basically, and now he's getting caught up with this whole situation. And, you know, I hear that the judgment on Eric Adams wasn't the best. You know, I heard that he's the type of guy to go in bars and leave his tab unpaid for. Sheesh. You know, he wasn't a people's person as much as he seemed to be and appeared to be. So what's your take on like this whole situation? Like, did you see it coming, or like?
I mean, for the people who live directly in New York City, if y'all saw it coming, you can see it coming. But as someone who doesn't live directly in New York City, his actions don't directly impact me and what I got going on. Not right now, at least, but I feel like that, corruption is power. It's New York City. You doing deals with the Turkish Airlines. It's like you didn't have enough support in your local city and state to get this position. Like what? And then my thing is, what did you do? What did you give them? What was the exchange? What was the dealings for that? For them to come in and give you X amount of money. And how much did this campaign cost?
Yeah.
What's the numbers on this?
You talking about millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars? Come on now. To do what? For Turkish people to seek asylum? Oh, they owning certain buildings and probably about to have a little Turkish town. If not, if we already don't have one already in the city. It's nasty.
Bad work.
It's bad work. And then my thing is, who's going to come in after him? If people don't want him no more, who's going to come in after him?
Yeah, he said he's not looking to resign, and the funny thing is he said that he's seen this whole thing coming, and it's like it's more to be played out with this situation. So we'll see. You feel me?
I mean, with a statement like that, he got the bag.
Yeah, so he gonna fight his way out this. We gonna see. Yeah. So getting into what's going on with the 518, we seen that we got a restaurant open. It's going to be a Japanese and Italian fusion restaurant.
Japanese Italian.
So we got the owners from Del Mar, the Pastina's restaurant, and then we got the restaurant, the Saki Cafe. So they're going to be teaming up and making a Japanese and Italian fusion restaurant that's going to be opening up on Broadway down there in Albany this coming winter. So that's something we're gonna be looking. I'm gonna be looking out for, because I'm a guy who like my spaghetti, and I could go for some sushi at the same time. So it's like, it's cool.
I mean, for someone who's allergic to shellfish, I don't think I'll be able to go there. But it sounds good, But also, keep it on that same topic. We got our capital region favorite, the Cuckoo's Nest. The Nest has gotten up and left, and it's got a new owner, Suwan from Brooklyn. He's been out there for a couple years now doing this thing. He came and brought the property. He's going to turn it into the Suwan Thai Home Cooking. So if you want some new Thai food right there on 247 Western Ave, pull up. They got it. And then the former owners of the Cuckoo's Nest, they didn't leave. They still doing their thing. They out in Schenectady. They got the Nest popping. They also got the new Mediterranean Mala's Kitchen and Bar. So go out to Schenectady, chop it up with them, It's like, listen, we can't do this no more. We're going to focus our efforts in Schenectady. So we want coming in with the Thai food, tap in.
So speaking of more going on in the 518 with more companies leaving out, we seeing that a majority of the owners of Stewart's, the lovely Stewart's that we go to, 60% of the shares is going to be sold over, I say, the next decade, and they're going to be selling their shares off and looking to do some other things. And you've seen with Stewart's over the past few years, all the different crimes in different areas that be going on in Stewart's. I feel like their time is up for them, and they feel like they want to pursue some other things. So there we go with Stewart's.
I mean, if you look, Stewart's has a lot of different competitors in the area, and then it's like, look at the areas that these Stewart's are in. Not every Stewart's is in a nice, upkept area. Sometimes these Stewart's are the
bread and butter of
the bread and butter of a community.
Yeah.
So they targeted there's some of the stores that closed down because of theft, because of crime, people loitering, people stealing, people causing disruption to the peace and the environment because of the Stewart's shop. It's not Stewart's fault that they so popular, it's just they become a hub. You got places to sit down and chill. Sometimes the unwanted residents of the particular neighborhood might come down and chill for a couple days. So
Word.
There's different reasons why they close. I'm pretty sure if they could keep their location and it was profitable, they would. But hey, it gets real out here, man. But yeah, we got the we got something for y'all today. As I told y'all last time, it's all about today.
Today.
So it's money today. And on today's money today, I want to talk about providing value. Yeah, we talk about getting to the money, getting to back, this, that, and third. But when it all boils down to it, it's all about what is the value you're providing to get the money. Yes, you work your job. The value you provide your job is you trading your time for money, and they pay you for that. But what is other ways that you could provide value so you could get paid for it? You know, you got different things inside you. So one thing you could start doing is skill development. What's some skills that you could start developing today to start furthering your future, furthering your whatever you got going on, you know? And you could start from zero for anything. Nobody was born with this. Everybody started from zero. It's just depending on the age they started from. But everyone starts at zero. What's some skills, what's some hobbies, what's some things you're interested into that you could start doing and developing where you could get paid for it on the freelancing? Another thing is networking. You know, I know a lot of us are scared to get out of our comfort zone and grow. It's okay. It's okay.
True.
Right. It's a lot of things going on, you know, but if we're not looking for them, we're never going to know. So be on the lookout for different things going on in your city. Like earlier today, I saw someone post that they was having a game night on the Thursday downtown, you know? So look out for things like that. If you someone that's a homebody, you want to look out, you want to go make some friends, get out there networking. You never know who you might meet.
True.
You might have a talent or skill that you may been hiding from the world. You meet the right person, now they can help showcase, put you on, help you do what you got to do.
Happens all the time.
You know, the third one is freelancing. A lot of us have little specialized skills that we know. Some people know how to make websites. Some people be producing on the side. Some people do some photography on the side. Start charging bit by bit. Start getting little freelancing gigs, little photo shoots. Like, hey, excuse me, you see a little couple at the park. Like, hey, I'm an up and coming photographer. Can I take some pictures of you guys for a couple dollars, XYZ? They might want to do some business with you. You don't know. You got to get out your comfort zone.
Yeah, put yourself out there.
Another one is content creation, you know? Most of the ways that you create value is putting yourself out there. Because how can you be valuable to somebody if you're not out there to showcase the value that you could provide for them, you know? So with content creation, you could directly display how you could help somebody. And that's just not for your local area and environment. That's for internationally. That's for around the way. That's for across the waters. Where you trying to go with it? It depends on you. Number 5 is community involvement. You know, you may not be in the limelight kind of person. You could play behind the scenes. You could go to the little meetings in the community and see what's going on. Maybe you could vote on different policies that's going on in your city that directly affect your environment, you know. Another one is mentorship. Maybe you see some of the youngins out here in the community and you feel like you could teach them something. Maybe you feel like you could connect to them in a different way that these other folks can't. Take advantage of that. Start a mentorship program. Go to these kids' parents like, yo, I'm taking little Bobby, Timmy, Susan, or whatever. We're going to go XYZ. Can you provide XYZ? $10 or something, you know, just to get them a little meal. I got everything else. So another way is problem solving. You know, some people are good at problem solving. You ever been working at the job? You got the one person, anything happen, they be like, go ask so-and-so. Yeah. And they solve it immediately. And be like, dang, okay, I see why you the manager or you the so-and-so XYZ. You know, that's value. They could go anywhere and do that. Another company could come snatch that person up because they provide so much value. You know, another one is adaptability, guys. We gotta adapt. Yeah.
You gotta change with the times.
It's gonna get hard. Things are gonna get easy, but we have to adapt. One of the things that's hurting us, that's really hurting us, is keep trying to do the same thing over and over, keep beating the horse with the stick. You gotta try something new. You gotta pivot sometimes. You know, the same model is not gonna work for the next 10, 15 years. It may not work for the next 5 years the way that technology is moving now.
True indeed.
The things that worked 24 years ago, 2000, the turn of the century, is obsolete right now. You know, come on now. So you gotta adapt. Another one is collaboration, y'all. I understand that we all want to be that one, the top dog, the one that gets it done, the one that everybody depends on. But guess what? You can only get but so much done by yourself, so you need to collaborate with somebody, a few somebodies, because the same time it took for you to do it by yourself, you could have did 10, 20 other things if you had some help.
True.
So sometimes we got to put our pride and our ego to the side and come together and collaborate. Nobody's better than each other, because guess what? Until we own the blocks that we live on, we can't say nothing. It's a whole nother person that's owning where we doing our production at, that's owning where we living at. So we really don't have nothing to say. We have to come together at this point, unless you want the next people to come buy the block, and then where we gonna stay?
Yeah.
Nah, I mean. That's my money today.
Money today. So, it looks like the year is just flying by. We just into September. Now we about to go hit Halloween. The year about to be over. So, with my lifestyle in depth today for y'all, we're going to be talking about the year-end goals and some things that you need to be focused on for personal growth and for your career as well. Health, everything, So, my first thing is talking about personal development. And me, myself, we need to start picking up more books. Reading is fundamental. Start picking up more books and adding them to your daily digest. That's just for personal development. Learn a new skill, pick up a new hobby. These are things that keep you active, keep you going, keep your heart running, keep your mind open and innovating. So those are personal developments, you could pick out on. And then we're going to go with number 2, health and wellness, which is very important. And like I said last week, you need to establish yourself a workout routine,
Facts.
And you want to find something that's just your niche of working out, You don't got to be over here running down different things or picking up crazy weights. You could do something that works out just for you, And everybody is different. So please definitely work out on that. I'll keep stressing that exercises. We're seeing that so many people are dying at young ages, and it's simply from just not exercise and taking care of your body.
They don't move. They literally couch potato.
Yeah, so focus on your nutrition, That's very important. The things that we provide and put into our body, It's a lot of things that's being made with a lot of chemicals and toxins that we shouldn't be putting in our body. So another step I want to go down to is 3. Going into the year, and you want to focus on your financial goals. We about to hit Christmas. We about to hit Thanksgiving. We about to hit a lot of spending money. We got to get new coats. We got to get boots. We got to get a whole new wardrobe, right? Like, we got to be able to focus and still save. So one out of my financial tip is, open a new portfolio, make a new investment account, make a new savings account, make a new bonds account, something that's protecting your money, putting it away for a different time to make it grow at the same time as it's going by. Another thing is, you want to stick with a monthly budget, This is how you could further yourself and get in long term is get that monthly budget going right. And that will help you out as a nice flow and a nice process. With number 4, we want to focus on your relationships. And relationships is not just with, a significant other, but with your loved ones, your family, your friends. You want to find quality time for spending with people, because life is short, And another thing I want to start doing is hit up a friend that you can speak to in a year or so. And do that every month, and find a new friend that you could talk with, and it's purposeful, because like I said, life is short, and you don't want to be in a situation where it's like, man, I could have reached out to that person, or be that bigger person. Like he said earlier, put that pride to the side and reach out to people, Number 5, we're going to talk about creativities and hobbies. So to stay active, start yourself a new blog, or maybe a creative project that you've been thinking about doing for a while. These are things that you could create some time and focus on. Don't let life or distractions get in the way. Go and do that. make that happen, you know, for you, you know, not for anybody else. Make that happen for you. Create a portfolio. If you a person who likes to draw, like shoot the artist, you know, start putting that on the canvas. Start making that happen, you know. Well, number 6, I'm gonna keep it nice and brief, is your mindfulness and your mental health. It's very important. You want to establish a mindfulness practice every day where you are able to take some time to yourself to just analyze what's everything that's going around you. The world right now is going crazy. We got so many distractions going on. We got the election coming up, and then I'm seeing, did he do it or did he not do it, you know, and every post, you know. So it's like, it's so many things to catch you. And then you got Halloween coming up. What costume you wearing? Or what gift you getting for this person for Christmas?
Yeah.
It could be so stressful without you even knowing. So just find that mindfulness practice every day. If you ever need to talk with somebody, don't be afraid to reach out to people to, you know, whether it's a therapist, you know, to talk with people, because it's very important to sometimes just vent to a person, you know, and just get that emotion out or that thought out. So that's very important.
That's a fact.
And my last one to take with y'all is be grateful for every day, and to be able to acknowledge every day. Find yourself a journal and write down on a piece of paper 3 things that you appreciate throughout your day, and you'll start to see your days start to get better as you start to just acknowledge the good things out of it. That was Lifestyle in Debt with No Face Rel. Yeah.
You know, and one thing I want to add to that before we close it out is on the financial tip. If you are working a job, a 9 to 5, you got direct deposit, you can get your direct deposit to Coinbase and Robinhood so you can directly invest every single week, whether it's $5 or $10. You can do it. It's a solution, it's a way. People be like, simple. It's hard, you need all this money to invest in stocks and crypto. No, do your research and invest. You know what I mean?
Start with $5, $10. It's very simple, you know. I'm No Face Rel.
And I'm Shooty Otis.
And it's the Nah Mean Show.